David, first question. First of all, great to see you. But here's the thing, glutathione, your body's master antioxidant. Tell us a little bit about this since, what I understood in the past is that your body has to make glutathione. So if that's the case, since it's made in the body, where do we source it from?
The that's a great question. It comes from fermented algae. And anybody who's ever dealt with algae, it has some incredible, related health benefits. But yeah, we take it right from the fermented algae, and then there's a proprietary technology from to extract it.
Well, fantastic. So let's talk a little bit about the importance of increasing glutathione levels in the body. From my understanding is as we age, the natural glutathione that we produce becomes less and less. And so it's kind of important that we have high levels, isn't it?
Well, so you got to step back a little bit, and let me answer that question this way: is glutathione, there's a challenge, right? As you get older, your body, you have less and less glutathione, but your body is susceptible, right, to free radicals. Free radicals, you get them from everything from exercising, stress, bad nutrition, radiation, anything, the sun, it doesn't matter. And you go out, you want to go out and produce and exercise and be well, your body produces more free radicals. So the free radicals you have to neutralize. That's why we have the master antioxidant is glutathione. So that the challenge in your life is you have to be able to try to balance out the free radicals that are running around doing damage in your cells and the antioxidants. So as you get older, less and less glutathione means less and less antioxidants. So that's why we promote, hey, how do we get this, and keep and increase our glutathione levels to increase and balance the antioxidants. So I would just say that everybody, and then as you age, so you have this balance, and it's going into your cells. So into your cells is your mitochondria. Your mitochondria produces your energy. The reason I can lift my hand is because my mitochondria is producing energy. If your mitochondria is unhealthy and you have more free radicals than you do antioxidants neutralizing them, then it affects your health, it affects your cells, it affects your skin. So look at your body. Your body's made up of your eyes, your ears, your nose, your organs, your heart, your liver. They're all made up of cells. So if your cells are losing the battle to free radicals, then how can you be healthy? The game plan is healthy cells, healthy life, unhealthy cells, unhealthy life.
Dave, I noticed that, glutathione has really become, the number one growing segment now in biohacking. And when I did some research on it, I realized that there were quite a few clinical studies on glutathione. And I was blown away to see there are over 180,000 clinical studies on glutathione and different benefits and for different things that people are dealing with. Just a couple of the studies that I found. Some of them were, things I can't repeat, but there's a few that I can. Here's one that was high blood glutathione levels accompanying excellent physical and mental health in women ages 60 to 103 years. That's the name of the study, right? Another one was oral supplementation with liposomal glutathione elevates body stores of glutathione and markers of immune function. I mean, absolutely amazing. And like I said, there's so many of them. It's like you just never really know. People ask me, so what does it do? What is this going to do for you? I said, listen, you really should Google it or go to PubMed and just put in glutathione and the concern that you have and see what comes up.
Yeah, there's nothing that impacts your life more than your cells. So again, go back to the cells. Your heart, your eyes, your ears, your skin is the largest organ in your body. It weighs about 15 pounds. it's turning over. We all know, my wife, that she washes her face with, things that, get rid of the dead cells. You're replicating cells as I speak. Every second that I'm talking, 3 million cells approximately are dying and 3 million cells are replicating. You're either replicating healthy cells or unhealthy cells. So you make that decision. You're either speeding the aging process or delaying the aging process. So the question, you always ask is, okay, so what does it do? What doesn't it do? If it's your cells, let me take you down the list, and this is all on the website. It supports cellular energy. That's where you get your energy. Healthy aging, muscle and joint health, inflammation health, optimal immune function. Your immune function is critical nowadays. Optimal natural liver and cellular detoxification. I've been on the product for 3 or 4 weeks now, probably the longest of anybody. And I can just tell you is I never knew there was such just, a detox needed by my body, and I'm a fairly healthy person. But you can just smell it. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just like it just comes out of you. Your quality of sleep can improve. It's natural daily de-stressor, mental focus and clarity, healthy, beautiful skin. It's beautiful skin because your skin, your cellular skin, your skin or cells, it turns over. You want it to turn over. It's really in the beauty industry today. That's what they're talking about. One of the top 10 things is glutathione.
So Dave, we've had a product in the past that is a product that's really helped glutathione quite a bit, and that's of course CellUV, and that was a precursor. So can you talk to us a little bit about end state glutathione and how that differs and why that's such a major advancement in what we're offering to people today?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's glutathione's made up of the amino acids cysteine, glutamate, and glycine. We have the CellUV product now. It's a precursor. What a precursor means is you take that into your body and you try to get those ingredients to your cell to help you make your own glutathione. But once we found the new technology where we can encapsulate in the lipids and we can get the fermented algae glutathione, put it directly in the body, nanosize it, encapsulate it, and so it goes right through and into your body. It's just science. It's technology. Things move forward. Science moves forward. It waits for no one. We come up with a new, the latest and greatest science and technology that I believe in the industry. And that was the reason that we are now moving from the CellUV to the GlutaMyst.
You bring up advancements in science, and I know that this is our latest 10x Pure technology edition, which is considered lipid encapsulation. Now, this is different than our 10x Pure liposome technology that we use in the XanthomYst. So here's the question: why lipid encapsulation, not liposome encapsulation for this new GlutaMyst product?
So the purity, the pharmaceutical grade medical quality glutathione works significantly better, the glutathione, with the lipids. You don't need the liposome. If you needed the liposome, you use the lipids in this formulation of this product. So different formulators, different ingredients. The nano-emulsion technology is amazing. It's, with the XanthomYst, we're using the nano-emulsion we're using the nano encapsulation product here. I'll just say this is when we came to this juncture of GlutaMyst, there's different molecules, different PhDs who are out there that are very, very smart. Everybody, we're making them and inviting them to compete for our business. And the technology that they came up with to work with glutathione, that again is made up of cysteine, glutamate, glycine, was nanosize the particles, encapsulate it into lipids. And the lipids are, the lipids are on the outside. You mist it onto the soft tissue of your mouth. It passes into your body, and the lipids peel off based on what type of cells they're encountering. And it's the key. The cells don't let anything bad. It's very, very tough to get into your cells. That's why if you just take glutathione and try to think you're going to drink it and get it into your body, you're wrong. Your body will definitely not, you won't get much of it. You'll reject it. Now you encapsulate it into these lipids. The lipids are like the key. It meets the cell at the entry to the cell, and the cell lets it in. They peel off the lipids. You're left with that small nano-size 65 to 75 nanometer particle of glutathione, and the rest is just amazing. So that's the story. They both work. They're
and those
different,
those
different
lipids are
formulations.
sourced from Germany. Is that accurate?
Source from Germany. There's the group we have working on this has worked with Germany before in this product, on a different product, but with the lipids, the purity and the accessibility of the highest quality lipids that we believe that are out there in the market.
So now talk to me a little bit about the importance of the 60 ingredient cellular nutrition blend that's in GlutaMyst, and why is this a breakthrough in the space?
So think about it, and when your cells are constantly under attack, then you get worn down, right? The free radicals, create oxidative stress. It's a battle. And so the biggest thing when we were in the discussion stages with this is we had an idea that if you're going to do all this work to get into the cell, I don't want another glutathione product. The world doesn't need another glutathione product. Everybody can make glutathione and, put their touch on it and sell it and package it and what have you. Is what we wanted the most forward-thinking glutathione product. And if we're going to do all this work to get into the cell, while we're there, what else can we do? You go through all that work. So what happens is your cells become unhealthy in this battle with free radicals and the antioxidants, and especially if you're not producing the glutathione as you get older, you're not producing as much. So basically the glutathione neutralizes the free radicals, while the cellular nutrition blend comes in and helps heal the cell. So you can't have, if the glutathione can't make the maximum impact if you have an unhealthy cell. So this combination is, and if anybody is out there and they're on AI, they use AI like Google, right? And AI is a great place, and you go, what benefit are minerals, metals, enzymes, and sugars to my cells? And it's amazing what you'll come up and find, how critical it is to your health. So the health of the cell, again, glutathione, nano-sized, right? Nano-sized glutathione encapsulated in the lipid. You want to make sure you can get in. And then with the cellular nutrition blend is going to heal the cell while we're working through the process with the glutathione. So we think we have the best of both worlds and the best result.
That's fantastic, Dave. Listen, I know there's a lot of different glutathione supplements on the market. You showed a slide where it came in pill form, it came in all different forms and all different amounts. It's a really, it's a big deal out there. So our GlutaMyst contains 2.6 micrograms per serving or per 4 of pharmaceutical grade nanoglutathione, which is less glutathione per serving than some of the other products on the market. Why is less more?
Yeah, so you have to understand this. It's kind of funny. You look in the industry, and some some capsules of glutathione are 200 milligrams, and some are 500, some are 400, and some are 1,000. So why would that happen? And especially most of it, we from our observation, just doesn't get in. It just doesn't get where it's supposed to go. And that creates another question is like, what does it do in your body then? Where does it go? And is it good for you? But I would just say that the 2.6, if you, as an example, let me dramatize the point in nanosizing. So if you've got a 100 particles in your 18 ml mister of GlutaMyst, and we nanosize it down, to 65 to 75 nanometers, it's about 19, approximately, I'm just off the top of my head, about 19,000 particles. So we believe it's the purity of the product, true nanosizing, not nanosizing kind of that I see out there, but in most cases, true nanosizing so that you can get into the cell with the right lipids, and then you can heal the cell at the same time. So I would just believe it's less is more in this case here, but it's the highest quality. You have to know you're getting what you're paying for. Dr. Templeman is everybody knows him from XanthOmist. He's just an extraordinary individual, extremely bright. He was up in the event in Las Vegas, and he's been sick as a dog for a month. He's got that bronchial viral chest, that thing that's going around. In the morning, he got up to speak, and he was really kind of wishy-washy. He was, just because he was so sick, he went back after the presentation my presentation where I introduced the GlutaMyst product. We gave him a bottle of it. He went back to his room. We gave everybody a bottle, and he went back to his room. He came down for his second speech, and it was a different man. And I said to him, Doc, he goes, Dave, I can't believe this. He goes, I said, what? He goes, I went back to the room. I misted my GlutaMyst about 10 or 15 mists over the last hour. He goes, I got up, I came down. I've never felt this good. I can't believe it. I'm a doctor. I should know better, but this, I can't. I'm a new person. So I just want to encourage everybody. And look, it's the little things you don't see behind the scenes, the purity, the research, the PhD science that's going on, the prior work that this group has done. So our contribution is absolutely amazing on the purity. You got to get that product, mist it onto your mouth, understand what's going on, the lipids. It's encapsulated the glutathione in those lipids, the cellular nutrition blend. Adam and everybody, it's just tagging along for the ride. It's not encapsulated. And so it's just tagging along for the ride. It's about 6 times, maybe 4 or 5 or 6 times smaller than glutathione particles. So it just goes through the cell, gets into the cell and into the body. So once you mist it into the soft tissue of your mouth, gets into your body, and then it's in your bloodstream. So it's why did Dr. Templeman and why did many of the others have such quick results? Because once you get it into your cells, you have the mitochondria right there. And the cellular nutrition blend is already digested. It's plant-based. It comes from peat bogs that are thousands of years old, potentially millions of years old. and it's been sitting there. We kind of use our proprietary process with this group that we're working with. We get access to it. We put it in the formula. It goes into the cell. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny molecule, and your body gets to use it. There's no breaking it down. So anyway, so I just want to say to everybody, it's just this one. And again, just like XanthomYst, similar, pure, effective, backed by research.
Well, David, I gotta say it was nice that you were able to provide everybody in attendance with a GlutaMyst, and it just goes to show you it pays to come to events, right? It tastes amazing. I mean, it really tastes. It's really pleasant, and it seems a lot finer even than the XanthomYst. But talking about that, both the glutathione and mangosteen xanthones have amazing antioxidant properties. How do they differ and yet still work well together?
So this is interesting. And you have XanthomYst and you have GlutaMyst. So we all know what we're all talking about with GlutaMyst. What we've realized is the fight over free radicals is a battle you have to win. You have to neutralize it and get balance, homeostasis. So I went and did the research in the beginning here, and it's absolutely, we couldn't have written it ourselves any better. GlutaMyst has very specific free radicals that it neutralizes. XanthomYst, the xanthones are a potent antioxidant. They go after different antioxidants. I mean, different free radicals. So they team up, and really, you like I said, if you want to look good, feel great, live healthier longer, you have to win the battle on free radicals, or else the free radicals are going to damage your cells. Your cells you're going to speed the aging process, and then that goes along with declining health. So the process is they work great together. XanthomYst also works, as Dr. Templeman says, on the 11 organ systems. How important is that? Absolutely critical. But on the other side, so they work as a great complement. And again, it was just couldn't have written a better script. Both of them go in, they attack, they neutralize free radicals. They're different.
Fantastic. We are getting a couple of questions here. Somebody asked again, what comes from the bog? I believe that was the trace minerals. Is that accurate?
The peat bogs, the peat bogs. So these are swamps out, in the middle of nowhere, and they've been there thousands, tens, thousands of years, millions of years. So what happens is when you have plants, right, and the plants have roots, the roots are what bring the nutrients into the plant. You process it, et cetera, the plant dies, the nutrients don't die, so the plant dies, that's in the bog. So they've been there for years. So that's where they get the cellular nutrition blend, the group that we're working with on the proprietary side of the formulation on that there. It's just absolutely amazing and is critical to cell health. Taking the cell that is unhealthy and bringing it back to health while the glutathione goes in and neutralizes the free radicals.
Dave, you have a great paragraph in the Q&A about this, and it says, GlutaMyst Cellular Nutrition Blend has the full complement, 60 ingredients of trace minerals, trace metals, essential sugars, and amino acids that the cells need for optimal health, delivered in a way that the body recognizes. GlutaMyst Cellular Nutrition Blend is fully bioavailable to feed the cell after the glutathione removes the oxidized and toxic materials. I thought that was very telling. And again, you can find that in the Q&A. You want to comment?
Unlike, just like I said in the beginning, unlike anything else that we've seen in the wellness industry, And we believe that's the differentiator. I don't think we don't have any competition in the same space. I mean, there's a lot of people out there doing glutathione, and I respect all of them, and especially some of the leaders out there. But we wanted to take it one step further, where nobody went, nobody saw. We recognized the opportunity, and the cellular nutrition blend, I think, is really the crowning achievement on the project.
Well, I'm really looking forward to being on it for longer. One of the questions that comes up, and I'll ask it in a second, but one of the notes that I took, which during the event in Vegas, is that the body is made up of what, 37 trillion cells,
Yeah.
and that every second it's estimated over 3 million cells die and 3 million cells are replicated, and that you actually make a brand new liver every 300 to 500 days. You make a new heart every 6 years. Your body generates a new skeleton every 10 years, and you get a whole new set of skin every 39 days, and red blood cells 120 days. So again, the question is, do you want to replicate healthy cells or unhealthy cells? Am I right?
That's absolutely true. And why I say that in the material that reaches me, the beauty industry is making a significant play on the glutathione. There's a great big market out there. It's like I say, go back to it always. Healthy cells, healthy you, right? It's just really, really simple. You can't, unhealthy cells, unhealthy you.
Simple as that. Well, Dave, we really
Simple.
appreciate you taking the time out here. We're going to ask you to wrap up in a minute, but I know you're going to be doing another, Thursday night product call. I imagine there'll be more questions that come up, and you're going to be certainly handling those questions on Thursday nights. Is that about accurate?
Thursday night, I'll do the presentation, the launch presentation again. And
Mm-hmm.
so everybody who didn't get to Vegas, or if you did and you want to see it again, we'll go through it. And I would just say that, the cell, just the basis and the starting point of all of it is right here. Basically, the term we used in Las Vegas is, look, we're handing back the baton. You're in charge. I mean, you have a say in how you age, and it's 10% of your 10% of your longevity is based on genetics. 90% is what you do. And GlutaMyst is a great start along with the xanthomyst. It's the best two-pack combination I've seen. So
We've talked
thank
about
you, Adam. I appreciate it.
yeah, one
Yep.
question though, Dave, before we go. We talked about detoxing quite a bit, detoxing the cells. Can you tell us what people might experience as a detox? I was talking to Cowboy earlier today, and he had he didn't feel sick, but he had the sniffles or runny nose kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I too had something similar. Either we all caught the same thing in Vegas or we're detoxing. What do you think?
Well, I think, when you detox, hey, look, when all of a sudden when you're detoxing your liver, I mean, your body, I mean, sometimes it'll smell a little bit, your urine or what have you will smell a little different. And I just look at it as detoxing. Everybody is on their own. If you get sick or what have you, hey, look, slow down, stop, do whatever, see your doctor. But I just know that the detoxing from, drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, alcohol, pollution, et cetera, and, just not getting the right nutrients in your body, stress, and all of it, it just creates havoc on the body. And now you cleanse it out and you start fresh again. And then you have the cellular nutrition blend in there helping to heal the cell, while the glutathione, keeps playing cleanup and neutralizing the free radicals so that they don't damage your cells. Back to what you said is, the as your cells, you're replicating 3 million cells every second. You're listening to us, you're either replicating healthy cells, right? Or unhealthy cells. If you're replicating healthy cells, you can, delay the aging process. If you're replicating unhealthy cells, you're speeding up the aging process. And along with that is a host of other issues. So that's it, Adam. I think it's very straightforward. Don't make it any more complicated. I just want to just a comment. I get a lot of people who have been, texting and calling and, how to, somebody said this about our product, and a competitor with glutathione is, look, I think competition is good. And I think there's some leaders out there. Let's just stay in our lane, talk good about everybody, focus on who we are and what we're about to accomplish together.